got what we needed in terms of parts. Actually ended up going to 2 different places. And now we are going to get a proper steel quick link for our trailer setup, so we can actually get our very expensive carabiner off of there. And hardware, this is where we're going. Let's do it. So these are quick links, and what you can do is, if we come down to here, that's 5/16 quarter inch. What do we have? Actually, this is probably what we have here, 5/16. Let's see. So we can take our quick link and then thread this all the way back and then loop it in and then reconnect it, and it creates a new one. But now that I've seen this, this is quarter inch, which is what this is. I think we need a 5/16, which would be, that looks huge for 5/16. Oh no, that's 3/8. 5/16's out. 5/16 stainless? We want stainless. That's zinc, haha, alright. That's the wrong spot. That is stainless, okay. So, yeah, this, we should be able to come down. Anyways, I think you get the idea. But as this opens up, loop it into the chain. So, the question now is, do we just take this as our opportunity to get another one of these, see if we can't pop the other link out, and then come in and add some more linky links so that we can actually kind of stop the rubbish situation that's been going on. So that is the question, but this is only zinc. Do they have stainless? No, they don't. Decisions. Winning! So, this is the other item we got. This is thread locker blue, but in the gel. So we have that screw. Can't remember if I've pointed it out, but there's a screw on the side steps that just keeps coming undone. Let's go ahead and get that addressed right now. It is this guy right here. So let's go ahead. Shall remove you. Let our receipt blow away. Get our thread locker out. Not that blow away either. Oh, leaking? Hopefully not. I love this little pen. I have one back in Alberta. So this is a gel, but pro tip is, like, don't go cranking it up because it'll pressurize the tube. Then it'll just like squirt all of it out. So, ooh, as you saw there, that was super close. All right, so yeah, that's good enough there. And I think it's basically threaded the whole way up, so we can add some on here. So, losing our thing here. Come on, stop. You know, part of me was thinking about shortly after I got the trailer, someone had told me, you know, part of owning a trailer, maybe I heard it in a video, but part of owning a trailer means getting good at doing repairs. But I just think it comes back to craftsmanship, right? Build quality. And, you know, just doing things right. No, just Phillips. Just Phillips. There we go. Cool. All right. Throw that link on there and then good to go. Alright, so let's get our fancy dancy carabiner off of here. I'm sorry for what you went through. Let's see. There's that. Don't forget it. Oh, no. That's not good. Let's see. Is that... That's max open. It was like one of those, a helicopter bus, like brain teaser puzzles. Realistically, I should actually add some thread locker on here, but we may be back into this in the not too distant future. Okay, cool. On the road, Whistler bound. All right, I lied. I'm gonna fill it with water here because I honestly don't know where or if there's one in Whistler, and Whistler's just like, it's pretty tight and technical to drive around, and this is super nice and open, so yeah, get water here. So I'm just sort of thinking, you need to pay for parking until it's like 5 or 5:30 in Whistler, and it's only 2 o'clock now. Let's say an hour drive, that's 3, so for 2 hours we can't park up there. Part of me is debating about getting a haircut, if I'm being entirely honest. So yeah, I'm not actually sure if we're going to rip up there quite as quickly as I thought. So I think the sensible thing to do would be hang tight in Squamish, but I'm trying to come up with, quite frankly, what I need to do, or could do. Yeah, not sure. There's a 4Runner behind us, or behind you there. It's got an adult bike and a little kid's bike. I'll show you, it's cute. I love seeing stuff like that. Just, I don't know, spending time with the kids, like with the kids bike, you know, is on there, and yeah, it's just nice. Oh boy. Alright, well, definitely going to be a hurry up and wait situation, but yeah, I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to do, and then we'll do it, I guess. I don't know. How's that for insight? Well, hello and welcome to Crankworx 2025. It's been off to a bit of a challenging start for lots of different reasons, which perhaps we'll talk about later in a future video. However, we're here and we're just making our way up into the village where things are about to get very loud and very copyright protected. But for those uninitiated, Crankworx is a mountain bike festival, an annual mountain bike festival that this year is actually celebrating their 20th anniversary, which is kind of amazing. And it's a celebration of sport as much as it is a competition, as much as it is entertainment, and dare I say even, let's use the term lifestyle, where music and cold beverages are absolutely part of it. And for a lot of people, it's an opportunity to connect with industry partners. There's a whole sort of like back scene of journalism and publication going on with current and future bike product. And gonna squeak through here. There we go. And really just an opportunity to reconnect. You know, some of the folks down in the parking lot I recognized from last year. And it's been super cool to catch up over the winter because, quite frankly, I only know them because I parked 2 vehicles down from them. Aside from that, the only thing we have in common is Crankworx. So yeah, let's get into it. first official day run, etc. in the bag. One of my absolute favorite things when traveling though is always the food, and I've been waiting honestly to go to the place that we are about to go to, just so that, you know, you kind of keep it special, right? Keep that sense, maintain the sense of occasion. But we are headed down to a pizza shop that actually got me started putting what do you call it, sesame seeds on the pizza. I'd never had that before. I guess it's like a British Columbia thing, but yeah, we are gonna go get ourselves a pizza and enjoy a cold drink and yeah, just relax. So let's go do that now. All right, oh gosh, I think I'm super overexposed. Don't know how to fix that, so this is what it is. We are waiting for our pizza pie, and we are gonna cruise back to the old parking lot, 3 oversized, to eat. Because gosh darn it, I'm hungry. I've been burning all kinds of calories just stressing about stuff, largely to do with getting the bike ready, and is that possible, and then, you know, running into some unforeseen challenges, etc., etc. But yeah, bloody heck, we're here. I've said it before in an earlier video in this series where, you know, when you're sitting on a set of steps eating pizza straight out of the cardboard box kind of thing, or in a parking lot, or, you know, in the front seat of your vehicle, it's like, you just sort of, once you embrace just being a bit of a hobo, it's you know, you're like, ah, I'm on vacation, right? Actually, while we wait, I may as well say, so I'm testing out, well, myself, I mean, I bought them already, but these Fox goggle glasses things. It's got a strap like you would expect a goggle. There's no nose bridge, and there's no anything down here where you would otherwise expect to have like all foam padding. And it was based on me actually riding sunglasses for the last couple of years with this helmet, but the sunglasses do inherently actually move around. So when Fox came out with these, with the interchangeable lenses, I was like, okay, let's try that. I was a bit worried that, being a contact lens wearer as I am, that the amount of air that would come in the bottom might actually disturb it, but I'm super pleased, because they were not inexpensive, to tell you that that does not happen. And what it does do is you don't get that sweating nose with the nose pad imprints, and you get a whole ton of air circulation, which is exactly what I was looking for when I went with these. So yeah, I'll do a full proper video over on the bike channel at some point. I planned on doing that with the ProFrame RS as like a long-term review as well. Yeah, if you're into biking, then check these out as an alternative to a motocross style goggle. Oh. Yep. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. That looks delicious. Spinach, artichoke, pepperoni. Actually, I need some hot sauces from the fridge. Alright, this is what we've gone with. This is the Hot Ones Los Calientes. It's a salsa verde. It's nice. It has some sort of like pineapple-y, mango-y kind of ciders. Yeah, tastes nice. And then the classic. I will say, it's a lot waterier than I would like. but it's still good on flavor profile. You know, people pay a lot of money to go sit on a beach in Mexico or, I don't know, some other place, I guess. And I'd rather be here. I would much rather be sitting in this parking lot eating pizza straight from the box. And quite frankly, loving life. Like I said before, Crankworx is a multi-dimensional, multifaceted type of event that draws all sorts of people with all sorts of different income levels and abilities to, you know, different ways to enjoy the event. And this is how I do it, so I can afford to do it. And I regret nothing. Let's try some Los Cariantes. A little waterier than I would like as well. Yep. What more could you want? I guess friends, family, money. Yeah, that's the good stuff. So we have made it up to the SRAM booth here today because between 2:30 and 3:30 they're going to be doing a 1 hour long tech briefing, explanation. I don't know what's actually on the schedule for today. The last year they did 2 or 3 different sessions and they were all on different topics. So we'll check this out and see what they are discussing. I do want to take you actually back outside. Not that I want to go back into the heat because boy it's warm in the sun, but SRAM is doing something that's super nice, and they're actually providing not only a spot where you can rack your bikes, but they're providing you with bike locks. So then that way you can come in, check out all the stuff at the SRAM booth, and not worry about somebody pinching your really expensive investment. So yeah, I'll show you that now. Alright, so that was the SRAM Brake Lead Tech session. We'll cruise the midway, see if we can't bump into any familiar faces, and yeah, maybe head up for a ride, but gosh darn it, it's hot today. I actually did learn a thing or two when it came to leading brakes as well, which was nice, so yeah, a little value added. For that entire video, head over to the Grey Wolf Bike YouTube channel, and it'll be up there. So yeah, let's check out the midway. It's actually kind of interesting. There's a complete lack of booths down this strip, and this is normally where they all are. Like the highest priority is kind of given to this area because it's the closest to the base of the village. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if people are waiting until closer to Joyride, the main event, which will be happening exactly a week from today, which is the mountain bike slopestyle competition, or what? Maybe just they don't have the marketing budget this year. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that once we get down to the kind of plaza here, and make a right, that there might actually be some more vendors in attendance. So fingers crossed. Let's go see. I'm bailing off here because there is no vendors. Are no vendors? There are no vendors. So yeah, hopefully we'll start to see them come in later this week. So yeah, food for thought if you're planning your visit. Maybe if you're coming out, get your riding done in. Once your arms and legs feel like they're gonna fall off, then yeah, focus on the village life, I guess. So we'll follow up later. For now, I'm gonna put you in my backpack and cruise back to the Girl 1 and Girl 2. Picked up some new Fox Enduro Pro knee guards, and they actually feel like they have less padding than the old version. But what they don't have, people had complained about it, is there's a strap on the old version that goes behind, and like 9 times out of 10 it's absolutely no problem at all. But then like that one time it just kind of gets folded up into the crease and it kind of like digs into the back of your knee, and it just doesn't feel super awesome. Sometimes only one will do it, not the other. It's weird, and I don't know really why that is, but I really like them because it's a knee pad that I want to wear. Yeah, shout out to the legends here, because those guys were super nice and accommodating and allowed me to like bounce some ideas off them in terms of like what my situation is and what kind of was motivating me to buy a second set of these pads, which was, it's just nice when you're on a long trip and things start to get sweaty and, you know, salty and dry out, and then you want to wash them, but it can't always dry overnight, and then you don't want to lose the next day of riding, and then it's like, do you wear gross dirty stuff? It's just, anyways. So next up is I want to head over to the chalet area and see if we can't find a paper trail map, because I still have no idea where we're going around here, especially if we're going to be doing some exploring. It would be nice to know where we are, and it's not always super awesome to like be pulling out your phone on a trail with rocks and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm going for a pig and a blanket.
That's right there.
Woohoo!
There we go. Cool. Good. Thank you. All right. Cool. Clip in. There we go. Woo! Not much in the brake.
And of course, the crown jewel.
Somebody might find it and know how it feels to lose something expensive like that and turns it in. So fingers crossed. Ooh, excuse me, got the hiccups now, I guess.
No, we've got out to the bottom.
I loaded too early. Sorry, my bad. case. Never ridden this trail before, so just kind of sight lapping it right now. Oh, jeez Louise. Those are some braking bumps. Whew.
There was a jump. There's a black jump.
Let's try this. Oh, this is dark. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh my gosh. There we go. Uh-oh. Jeez. Oh boy. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I'm stopping. Well, I survived that. Wouldn't exactly have called it riding. Whew.
We're gonna hold up for a rider to come by.
Sounds good.
That's Marshall 11.
March 11, I'm 10, right?
The next one, think how long that took.
Oh yeah, so it's a long way.
Don't even bother with a whistle.
No, there's no whistle. Okay, that's easy. I can...
We took off already.
Yeah, I think the whole thing is long. Yeah. They just started the race. I don't really know how long between. Yeah, they started. Okay. I don't quite know the spacing between riders. I don't want to send you. So when you guys cross, you're gonna go past that green bag. So after this rider comes through, just straight past the green bag.
Woo! Allez, allez, allez! Didn't make it. All right, beeline for the third time. At least the brakes are working a little bit here. That was a terrible line and I almost wrecked. straight into the woods. Nothing like a tech trail when your grip and legs are already super fatigued. Oh, this was a mistake. There we go. A year or two ago, I think there's, yeah, this is it. Some little drops here. Oop.